Hey church family, Phil here. Hope you're having an incredible beginning to 2021. I'm here live in my house wanting to share with you an important update over the next 2 weeks as a church community. We have decided as a team to postpone our in-person gatherings for the next 2 Sundays, Sunday, January 3rd, January 10th, while still having our online gathering at 10:30 a.m. that we want to ask everyone to choose to be a part of. We're still doing Vision Sunday tomorrow and would love for you to hear our heart. We believe it matters that we stand in unity in what God is asking of us as a church family in this season and the direction he's asking us to go. And we have full plans on Sunday, January 17th of relaunching our in-person services, including our first steps back into children's ministry with babies and toddlers, and are so excited to take that step together. There are a lot of factors that went into this decision, and let me share them with you. Let me start with a personal one. Yesterday, my wife, Emily, tested positive for COVID. We had found out somebody we had seen briefly earlier in the week had ended up testing positive, and in getting our tests, I tested negative, Emily tested positive. And so be praying for us as we care for her as a family, and this week as she quarantines and we do everything we can to love and serve her. Make sure you keep our family in your prayers. But that wasn't the only reason we made this decision. We have a lot of pastoral team and leadership who could easily pull off an incredible gathering on Sundays. We also knew that as we've been watching what's happening in COVID and in Georgia and the numbers that have been rising, and specifically to the holidays, that many people were around family and friends that they don't normally see. And walking into the beginning of the year, the high likelihood that many could have been around somebody who was COVID positive and not know it. And for us, we take that seriously. We want to do everything we can to create a safe environment for when we gather. We recognize that as a church community, we're walking this line between caring for people's physical health while still caring for people's spiritual, emotional, and mental health. It matters to us that we fight for this middle ground, knowing that people are in different places of conviction as they're walking on this journey. I honor you wherever you're at. If you are walking cautiously through COVID, I love you. I bless you. I'm with you. If you are ready for in-person gatherings and taking those next steps, I love you. I'm ready. I want to see God flourish in your life. And we are doing everything we can to honor you, most of all, honor Jesus. And for us, that is why we have been doing in-person services over these last 3 months while maintaining having an online service as well. And for us, we actually have a deep sense of confidence in how we gather. Over the last 3 months, not a single reported case of COVID from our gatherings, which is really quite remarkable. I also believe it's a credit to how we've been doing the gatherings and how well our team has been functioning as safety protocols and cleaning. I believe that when we gather the right way, we can gather in a lot of confidence. I also know that for so many of us, it's easy to operate in a spirit of fear. I want to encourage you. I don't need to operate in a spirit of fear. You don't need to operate in a spirit of fear, but there is a profound difference between operating in a spirit of fear and a spirit of wisdom. And I believe this is a moment for us as a church community to operate in that spirit of wisdom. And I applaud and encourage you to operate in a spirit of wisdom. We believe the gathering of God's peoples matter. And so in this season, we have to do it uniquely at times. There might be moments where we pause and reconnect, but I believe that God is leading us in the midst of it. I love you. God is for us. And no matter what 2020 and 2021 feel like, no matter if they're quite different or if they're similar, God has amazing things for us because we are different. And the spirit we carry actually has authority and power to change and transform things moving into the future. So for the next 2 Sundays, we're going to be online. We would love for you to make sure you're a part of that. Love for you to engage. I think it matters. We have to stay unified as a church family. And I'm excited for us to take steps on January 17th to be back in person. If you have any questions, please just reach out. We love you. We care about you. And it's such an honor to walk with you in this way. God bless.